I believe it was Albert Einstein who once said, "What's in a name?" And WWE took that concept and made it famous. Because think about it this way. Ringmaster, nobody gave a crap about him, but when he shaved his head, grew a goatee, and became badass as fuck, he became Stone Cold Steve Austin. And people started to give a rat's ass. That's the point. You can make different impacts from different names. But there are a couple of superstars in the industry still who don't believe in those kinds of gimmicks. They use their straightforward names whether people like it or not. Looking at these superstars, you would think, what's in a name? Welcome to Extreme Jaws. Today, as you can guess it, we're gonna talk about 10 WWE superstars who used their real names. Number 10, Dave Batista. WWE did change the spelling of his last name, but Dave Batista was able to keep his brand strong by avoiding a fake name. The actual spelling of his last name is Bautista, but WWE decided to remove a letter for the egomaniacal desire of owning a trademark. WWE gave him the shining moment of capturing the World Championship in the main event of WrestleMania 21. The post-wrestling career of Batista has given him plenty of reasons to be happy that WWE allowed him to use his real name. Big Dave is currently a big-time actor in Hollywood. You can find him in various hit blockbuster films, particularly Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. The fact that many people are already familiar with him and his real name gives Batista the ability to have a fan base follow him into his new career. Number 9, Torrie Wilson. Torrie Wilson had one of the most successful careers for a performer that rarely wrestled in WWE. The strengths of Wilson focused on the looks aspect, in gimmick matches, managing, and photo shoots. Fans adored Wilson and made her a very big star in WWE for a couple of years. The initial brand split in 2002 made her the most popular female performer on SmackDown, landing her a Playboy spread. WWE couldn't change her name because she was established in WCW. The real name of Wilson being her stage name helped her build a brand in various fitness projects. Number 8, World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry. The weightlifting history of Mark Henry made him a valued prospect to WWE. Vince McMahon reached out to the former Olympian and made him an offer he couldn't refuse. The Olympic presence of Henry was the main reason for WWE signing him, so they had to allow him to keep his real name. Henry ended up having a wrestling career that has lasted over 2 decades. WWE has never let Henry go, making him one of the longest tenured performers in company history. The first world title win came when he defeated Randy Orton to win the World Championship. Henry has earned a lot of respect among the fan base in the past 5 years. WWE will likely induct him in the Hall of Fame one day, like soon. Number 7, the Olympic gold medalist himself, Kurt Angle, baby. Another Olympian makes the list, but it's a more successful one this time. Kurt Angle signed with WWE just a couple of years after winning a freestyle wrestling gold medal in the 1996 Summer Olympics. No one had previously been able to claim having an Olympic gold medal in the wrestling industry, and it just made Angle more special. The harsh world of pro wrestling can be difficult for someone coming in from the legitimate sports background of competitive amateur wrestling. The bitter falling out with WWE made Angle lucky he could use his real name to grow his brand. A long run in TNA and other projects were helped by the fact that he didn't have to make up a silly new name in starting a new life after WWE. I mean, think about it. What would be his gimmick name? Like Captain Gold Madden America or something? Number 6, Matt and Jeff Hardy. The Hardy Boys still hold the reputation of being one of the most exciting tag teams in wrestling history. WWE pushed them to the moon during the beginning of a new millennium. Jeff Hardy possessed the quiet charisma and daredevil mentality that made fans fall in love with him. Matt Hardy won everyone over with his consistent greatness in the wrestling ring. The brothers were allowed to use their real names and actually play amplified versions of their normal personalities. Matt and Jeff are still quite valuable today outside of the WWE. The fact that they can use their names and connect with the fans that remember their WWE days helps add to their current careers. Number 5. Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase sounds like a fake name perfect for his $1 Million Man persona, but it was actually his real name. As the adopted son of Iron Mike DiBiase, Ted kept the tradition alive by using his real last name. WWE signed him after years of experience traveling around the world to earn the opportunity. DiBiase would become the most hated villain in WWE for a couple of years as the arrogant and wealthy $1 Million Man character. Another generation of the family would see WWE allow the name to live on with Ted DiBiase Jr. Regardless, the DiBiase name will live on in infamy within the history of pro wrestling. Number 4. Brock Lesnar. With a name like Brock Lesnar, the world is setting one up to be one of the most dangerous professional fighters of all time. Lesnar had an outstanding amateur wrestling career and was scouted by WWE at a very young age. The company debuted him on television with one of the biggest pushes someone can get, making their television introduction. Brock would defeat The Rock to become WWE champion at the age of 25. Talk about having confidence in someone. Lesnar would become one of the top draws in UFC history thanks to his work in WWE and overall dominant display in the octagon. Number 3. Eddie Guerrero. Now he lies, he cheats, he steals, and he's a gorgeous personality in the ring and in the roster. The legendary Guerrero family has a rich history in pro wrestling, and Eddie Guerrero is the best star from the bunch. Eddie used his real name to follow the tradition in his family. WCW signed him after years of traveling the world in various promotions. Guerrero delivered some of the best matches in the business at the time. Fans developed respect for him, but WCW never treated him like a credible talent on the rise. Guerrero became the biggest star of the bunch with unbelievable character work and outstanding matches. The legacy of Eddie grew with each showing, and he became one of the top stars to work under his actual real name in the WWE. Number 2. Bret Hart. Bret Hart is another star on the list that comes from a family of wrestling legends. Stu Hart ran Stampede Wrestling and Company, and most of his kids grew up to become professional wrestlers due to the nature of the business being in their lives every day. And the freedom of having their own name proves it. The in-ring work of Hart was second to none and was the first WWE champion to get there via his work in the ring rather than his look. Hulk Hogan, The Ultimate Warrior, and other muscle-head stars were out of the company. This opened up the opportunity for Bret to dominate WWE until his bitter ending with the Montreal Screwjob. Hart, using his real name in WWE for years, built up his brand enough to give him interesting opportunities, such as writing a book. It would have been more difficult to land a book deal under a name no one knows. Number 1. John Cena. You can't see him. You can't see him. Number 1. John Cena. John Cena is the biggest star of his generation, but he scored a bit of good luck on the way there. The fact that Cena was allowed to wrestle under his real name in WWE has played a huge role in his current position in life. The Rocket was strapped to the back of Cena as he became the face of the company for the past decade. Cena has done everything asked of him by WWE and continues to put out a strong body of work on a consistent basis. After years of working a full-time schedule with no breaks, Cena has finally started dabbling in other projects. The noteworthy movie roles, television hosting duties, and other outlets of mainstream media have come his way in the last year or two. You have to imagine it would be a tough sell for Cena to get all of these opportunities if he couldn't be marketed with the same name he built up in WWE. No one has benefited more from being able to use their real name in WWE than John Cena. Now you can't see that for sure. Hola amigos, if you like this video, do not hesitate to click the like, comment and subscribe button, because that's really something that you can do for us. We stretch everything to the extreme, okay?